is they had a flexibility of drafting into a poke composition here. And then instead, at the last pick, after they see the Braum, it gets flipped on its head into a dive. You can hit your power spike once Zillion gets a couple items. And at that point, that's when you could really begin diving in earnest. But here comes Hachani over the wall, actually gets the knockup, and a TP coming in on the side of e-mFire. Hippo is on his way. Hachani now locked up, and we see Someday coming from the backside. First blood actually goes over to Someday. Soul is quite low. They're trying to pursue. Soul with a bomb is going to fall to Fly. And they actually managed to clean that up. Hachani looked like he might have been in some trouble after getting looted there by the Rise after the TP, but that wasn't the case, and they will transition right into the Dragon.
Yeah, great flash pulverize, getting 3 members of that team, just having a better vision in general, allowed them to initiate that fight and come out on top.
Yeah, I totally agree. They had, KT has kept this Dragon warded the entire time. e-mFire's vision had a couple of deep wards well up in terms of CS, just getting some chip damage on his turret due to the better wave clear of Zillion in the early game. Yep, has spawns, so we do have the Dragon up and available, so it'll be an easy second take here from KT, as Score will hop over the wall to help his team take out number 2 here at 16 minutes. So we know KT started the season loving to play to 5th Dragon, and this game they're well on their way to an early 5 Dragon. The top side and join him. Rift Herald taken for a second time. It actually did do a lot of work onto the turrets when Score had it on their first attempt, so they may just make it the exact same play again while Someday sits in the bottom side. He's actually developed a pretty substantial CS lead.
30 is definitely not small.
Cooldown reduction, which we saw him get through the banner of command. And now we have a dive coming through. Edge is caught out. Hachani just locks him up. And the follow-up damage there. There's a stun coming in from the Zillion bombs. Crush has to get out. Arrow very low, and there's the TP. Hippo going to come in. He's going to take out Arrow, but Arrow will revive. Gets this chrono shift down onto him. Cougar now underneath the turret, trying to block as much as he can. And there's another kill for KT. And this is the threat of the dive with the Zillion. It is absolutely devastating. And the snipe there, as you say, from Italy.
Ooh.
I think that this build is probably a little bit better just because you don't get the mana pool, but you get double the mana regeneration. You still get the CDR. Someday now going to get grabbed here. Hippo coming in. Someday going to knock up 2 people. Score now Cougar form skirting the outside. Hachani's right in the middle of the fight. Fly coming in for the follow-up. There's 1 bomb onto Hachani. There's 2 bombs onto the rest of e-mFire. Crush not going to be able to do much with a flank. Score gets the first kill of this fight. Someday fell low, but the poke is still raining in from KT. e-mFire going to have to fall away from this Dragon.
That fight started out as a 3v5, but they still managed to turn it around, just showing how much big of an advantage KT has over e-mFire at this point, taking the 3rd drag at this again. So great objective control just in general.
It's not going to take that fast whatsoever. Here we go again. Now we see the disengage. Crush going to knock up Arrow, but Arrow has no problem getting out of that. Hippo actually going to TP in from the backside, knock up Arrow, but Someday gets low in the mid lane, does have to flash backwards. Hippo now caught and collapsed on in the back line.
Zillion double kill.
Gets a double kill. Hachani still here, skirting the outside, trying to get some hits onto this inhibitor, as we see a 3-for-0 trade. Some fly, and now the engage. Hachani going to pop his ultimate. Soul exhausted. Soul pushed into the turret, and that's going to be a finisher from Score in the Cougar form. Hachani backs off with 0 HP effectively.
This is game.
Yeah, that's going to be the win here for KT. After that lane swap, this was a perfect game from KT Rolster. Beyond those 2 early turrets, they make it 11-0 in kills. No dragons given, no heralds given, no nothing given. And that'll be a 29-minute win for KT.
Yeah, so picking Zillion guarantees maybe the 0 death? I don't know, but no kills coming out on either of those games.
During these dives, so e-mFire has adjusted well, I think, with their composition. They can snatch people out with Fate's Call, they can put people in Tom Kench, and they can try and turtle. That's how we're going to see them. It's a big change from last game. Last game, Fly was able to, on that rise, nice force on the delay there. Ignar coming through. Fly doesn't have any more damage though, and there's a flash pull comes through. Edge still on the run. Ignar gets in a couple autos. He gets enough mana though. Nice. for the Chaos Storm, and they're going to flash over that score. Not going to be stunned by the gravity field, but good heads-up play there from
Bulimic Hippo. Bulimic Tony.
And Chaos Storm goes down. Fly actually falling low right here. Crush coming in. They're going to see the revive. Chrono Shift down on Azilian. Score and Someday collapsing, however, and Crush. See if he gets out of this. Hippo going to come in with his own teleport. Flashes forward. Fly getting low, and they're actually going to get the kill thanks to Crush's spear. Score pops over into the Raptor.
Differentiating points.
Yeah, definitely. Way clear in the mid lanes. And e-mFire looking at their first dragon of the series. They saw the recall from Corky and Alistair, and even though they don't know where Fiora is right now, they take the risk, and it pays off. First dragon of the game.
Was an attacking item, so armor too, an MR.
Uh-oh, Ignar gonna flash more. Crush punts it out. Score is there with the burst, and he's going to get it, even though he is knocked out of the fight by Poppy. Picks it up with the collateral damage.
Another 1v1 here.
I imagine we're gonna see a lot more of this, Justin. Someday now is wise to the tricks, though. He's not ulting. Crush is here. Are we going to see this? Oh, Cougar's here, too. There's the spear, and he's going to block the rest of it with the riposte, but there's still just too much damage. KT couldn't get up to the top lane in time. Much different fight, though. Someday didn't even use his ult that time.
Or his flash.
Holding on to that. Uh-oh, Poppy knocked up, does take some damage from the second time bomb there, and Hippo now getting low. He has been ulted, and Someday here actually is going to win the duel this time. Comes through and gets the kill. I think he reposted the Devour, actually. Yeah. Big change. All right, the dive is being threatened. Ignar wrapping around the side. Here we go. They're going to find Edge in the back and try and burst him. It's just not enough damage, though. Ignar getting low. He is going to get revived with the Chrono Shift, but gravity field goes down, and that is a stunned cow.
Yeah, too far behind. Was not able to follow up KT at all. Other than those arrow bombs by Corky, but
yeah, Fiora just not there either. There you go. Flash out now. Someday back in the mid lane. We're going to try and follow this up. Someday is knocked away by the Poppy ultimate. Cougar tries to finish it up. Arrow with one rocket takes a kill onto Soul's Callista. So they may have the opportunity they need now that Someday is back to take down this turret and then move into the dragon.
The over-aggression by both supports turned this game around quickly. Back and forth, and they're trying to go for this second drag of this game. First drag for KT.
Yes, they are. So they are going to take it out. First dragon for KT. That's what he's going to do. Indeed. And he's also going to get a Bloodthirster. So here we go again. Hippo caught out. Gravity Field going to stun up Ignar. Hippo now pops his shield, but he is so far away. Someday is TP'd in, and now he's on the edge. He's going to flash over to find Edge beyond the wall. Oh, that is a Poppy ult reposted by Someday. What an impressive play. Cougar snatched out of the jaws of death here by Soul. Someday locked up further. Ignar still pursuing on the backside. And this is why Someday is one of the best Fiora players.
His repost timing has been perfect for the past. And then, yeah, eMFire's utilizing that disrespect, adapting in between games, so they telling them that you cannot do the same thing to us as you did last game.
Yeah, definitely wrapping around from the topside river, and KT just wants to get back. Oh, Soul. Way too far out. Cougar is here. He's got to charge up his ultimate. Going to knock Arrow away, but Score is still here, and so is Fly. Nice job on the knockback, and that's going to kill Sky. They get a nice chain CC on him. Fly goes down. Score now has to back off with the help of his Ghostblade. Crush, though, trying to follow up. Score gets his shield procced from the Maw of Malmortius. Will disengage with a successful smoke screen, but wow, that was some great Poppy play from Cougar.
Yeah, and great saving onto that flash too by Soul. It seemed like he was dead on that point, but managed to turn it around and taking a Baron off of this.
Yeah, they're going to try. They still have to deal with the poke. Score is here, could steal, and Someday has his TP. They're just going to take it though. Someday not using his summoner to come in.
Nice. Fiora opting to teleport from behind.
Oh, they're going for the play during the Baron buff. He's zooming around. Where's he going to find? He's going to ult Edge immediately. Goodbye, Edge. Now he's on top of Crush. Soul gonna save Luger with the Fate's Call. Himbo comes into the fight with his teleport just to try and clear this up, or his ultimate rather. Gonna eat Graves, but Graves gets out. Crush now, he is caught. And Someday picks up the kill over the wall.
He blew up Edge in a second.
Yeah, that was, he found the target, went after him immediately. Edge didn't use his flash to get out of there. Someday finds him in the back line and follows up, chasing down 2 members of eMFire during their Baron buff. And now they're going to counter push. They may have lost those 3 turrets, but they're going to take an inhibitor.
Yeah, so Someday definitely a great choice he made. She's just decided to give up that top tower turret and make a play 4v5, knowing that Tom Kench is trying to push out that top side. And this may be game.
Yeah, they're pushing it right now. Still those death timers. Soul's going to get knocked right into the middle of the fight. Does. And that's going to be the ultimate, popping a large amount of healing now for KT as they push through these Nexus turrets, and a decisive comeback victory from KT Rolster. Looked a little grim, but they punish eMFire for the overextension. Someday comes up big, and they're able to take the win with the long death timers after the engagement in the mid lane. They are number 10 in the league at gold differential at 15 minutes at negative 1,500.
That's pretty big.
So trying to play an early game composition when you consistently get early game deficits, Bubbling may be able to take this red buff out, but here comes Chaser, and he's going to get seen on the ward, and he think he knows Bubbling is there. Yes, he does. So Bubbling gonna get TP'd on right now. Bubbling here takes a spear, and there's the TP from TF. They're gonna try and get the kill on the Chaser, but Expression's already there. Nice knockoff. Here comes Coco. He's gonna try and back off of this one. Coco moving forward, has no Chaos Storm. It's actually gonna be first blood for Bubbling on the Chaser. Everybody from CJ getting into the topside jungle. And if Coco had had his ultimate up, that would have been entirely, apparently it's quite boring in Korean.
No one can top
Wow.
Ashburn, though.
Nice stealer from Chaser. Bubbling gets caught out, and there's the Death Ray. One more spear should do it. Chaos Storm is dropped early, but hello, Expression. Knockback straight into the ranged auto for the kill. Magical package, that's what I like to call it. Bad Life is on the front line here, does pop the Magical Journey, doesn't actually take it out. TF ult going to drive them backwards. Another TP, Tempered Fate, only going to hit Pure, especially coming around the backside. Utara here, trying to get in. Chaser now on the flank, throws a spear at Kramer, does manage to land it. Pure very low. Expression tying up 3 members of CJ, flashes forward to join the rest of the team. Nice knock-up. He is going to die though, and in the end, no kills for Longzhu as Expression, where Bubbling is, he takes something, he punishes him in some way. And it's very bold to do this, but with the knowledge of where Chaser is after seeing him on that ward, they are going to punish in turn and take their first dragon. Tier 2, he really can't use his ultimate very effectively. They're gonna go down right now, try and dive, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna get a nice Tempered Fate onto the turret so they can just walk right past with no minion wave. Bad Life takes it on the way out. Great setup on the play there from Bad Life.
If you're target banning the opposing laner on 2 champions and he's still showing up well on the 3rd champion, then you can't really target ban.
Wow, Mad Life comes through. They're going to try and go aggressive on this play. Kramer wants to get it. There's the kill with the rocket. Chaser couldn't get there in time with the heal, it looked like. And that was it. Mad Life set down a ward, it looked like.
Longzhu's not making it easy, so they're just opting for the dragon at this point.
Longzhu still looking for some poke here, dodging the wild cards as they sniff around the dragon pit. Easy dragon though. There's a hook onto Pure actually, and they're just gonna have to let him die.
Max range.
Great hook from Utara. Absorbs the Death Ray with his Banshee's veil. Well over 10 CS a minute for a couple of our players. And now Utara and Expression going head to head. And there's the package. Kramer going to arrive. Special delivery, but there's the disengage with the ultimate and the flash. They might still catch it. 5 men down from CJ in the bottom. Cosmic binding into the kill. Whoa, what a Tempered Fate. 3-man, absolutely incredible. But they just don't have the follow-up. Exhaust down onto Kramer. Pure is going to survive thanks to a heal from Chaser.
So hard to hit that Bartle, but Mad Life is hitting it like it's a target.
Clear out these wards. They're going to try and force a bad ward, but that's not going to work. They're just going to go for the Baron in the end.
They have no vision.
They don't have the vision, and they don't have a blue trinket either to try and see this. They're going to have to face check it. Uh-oh, CJ going to get the Baron and then TP. Wow, that was a great TP bait, by the way.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that was smart from Untara.
A lot of advantages coming on CJ's way. They seem like a completely different team.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed to. Third Dragon also going in CJ's favor. So this game from CJ has been night and day difference from what we've seen in the past. Finally managing to grab some advantages. And
Sky quickly walking up.
whoops, that's not how you want to use CF's ult. So they're going to try and go for it. They want to bait this fight. Still burning down the Baron. Captain Jack is taking a lot of damage already. Untara going to come in with a hook, and now Captain Jack trying to deal that damage. They're going to turn, especially gets the stun into the wall. Untara gets stunned into the gravity field. After that, they finally kill Nautilus. Expression is low, though. Where's the follow-up? Looks like there won't be one. Madlife used his ult somewhere. I didn't actually see where that landed. Sky now going to try and split push. They're trying to delay. This is a bold call. It might cost them the Baron, actually. They might just trade in him for the Baron.
Expression back, but he does have TP.
Exactly. So he went back, and now he's going to TP right back into the thick of things, and they're just going to take the Baron. Oh, man. So here's an attempt. Bubbling may try and steal this, but he's going to get knocked into outer space. Italy secures the Baron after that, and Longzhu is going to flash over the back of the pit to make sure they can get away. 2 flashes used, Coco and Expression, but they get Baron on all 5 members, and wow, that was a big mistake by Sky.
And one bad move, and this is what it turns into, a Baron, and he knows it himself.
Yeah, he definitely knows that. I can understand that they wanted to use the Destiny to see where people were, but to immediately take the gate to the opposite side of the map as the Baron just gave Longzhu everything they wanted. Wow, you tangle them up and then you try and burst down their front line. That's how you play that. Poppy should be all over Kramer and Sky if possible. And here comes Dragon number 5. We're going to see it attempted one more time. They've been separated now by a nice trundle pillar, but that's going to be it. They get Dragon number 5, but can they survive? Untara's already down. Expression going to have to flash out of this fight. And they're still backing off Captain Jack solo. Summoner heal is going to save him. Madlife coming through, and the Magical Dirty has a flash immediately on the other side. Coco low, and there you go. There's the finisher from Kramer. 1 for 1, the trade. But with this poke opposition, Bubbling still going to try and make a play from around the side. Bubbling is going to die on a questionable engage, and now Expression's still on the front line. He's going to get his ultimate off, and Kramer is just cleaning him up alongside Sky. Triple kill quadra there from Kramer, and that is going to be a win from CJ at the 5th Dragon as they push through. CJ Entus finally making it work and taking a win here against Longzhu Gaming.
Yeah, Bubbling sacrificing his life so Kramer has enough time to Valkyrie in and kill everyone at that point.
Kramer building around him works again. We saw him take a year in Taiwan on the Flash Wolves, comes back to Korea, and when CJ wins, it's him carrying. Very nicely done. Much better TF. You were right, Justin, from Sky. That game, and especially Madlife. What? Put on Crash now. He's teams down 1-0 in this situation. He's only played 1 professional game ever. And now he's basically tasked with digging them out of this hole. He's jungling now that has taken about a 15 CS advantage. Sky actually going to get stunned up right there, and wow, Sky is just dead. And there's the follow-up from Pure. First pickup, Crash is here, and he's coming in onto Untara. There's the ult. It's going to force the flash. Crash now gets the Fiora ult down onto him, but there's no follow-up. Flame is under the turret now, and he's going to get the finisher for sure, just waiting for it. Easy kill. They get the flash also. Flame,
The boss side.
they have GP ult available too. There's the culling, front-loading the damage. Kramer takes a huge hit. Crash is going to walk up on him. There we go. There's the GP ultimate. Crash going to try and finish this one up. Spear onto Madlife. Madlife forces the flash, gets the hook, but doesn't. Holy cow! Tempered Fate. Crash coming on through, and he's going to jump on him. A double kill. Crash is just a monster. Holy cow. 2nd professional game, everybody.
It's a rookie jungler. He has no professional experience. 2nd game.
All right, so this is just such a great call. Crash comes in and flashes the Thresh on Italy. You are lucky if you have Runic Echoes and Roa at 19 minutes. To have an Abyssal Scepter and your cooldown moves complete on top of that is extraordinary. We'll try and take the Rift Herald right now. And they're going to get it. We'll see if Crash is going to take that one away. Nope, Captain Jack. This is so unusual. Frozen now setting up for the pick. Untara, he's going to get scattered the weak. Oh, actually, nice riposte. Turns the sun around. Frozen might be in a bit of trouble right now. Has to use his ult, but he still picks up that kill. Captain Jack got the Herald buff, and he's got that tier 2 turret.
For this Untara to handle.
And now they're going to go for a Baron at spawn at 20 minutes. Carving through it. There is no vision on the map for CJ. They're going to try and stop this, but it's just going to be too late. It's already down to 2,000 HP. There's a nice ult straight onto Bubbling, so there's no chance at a steal. Crash going to get grabbed. He's just too tanky with the Rod of Ages and the Abyssal Scepter. They can't deal the damage.
Almost heal for like 1 minute.
Chunk down. Each of these turrets hanging by a thread. Gravity field goes down, gets the sun, but actually the spear still hits on the sky. GB ult is coming down. They accidentally hit the turret. Crash is going in. Crash is all alone now. It's maybe a bridge too far. Nope. He's actually going to get saved. Gets a heal at the end, and Pure there with the kill on the Bubbling. Jack follows up with a double on Untara and Madlife. And Longzhu bouncing away.
But that bar ult was on point though. He chained it right into a double man CC with the stun with the Q.
Trying to use the Dark Spheres and the Spears to get as much damage down as they can, force CJ back and whittle down to these turrets. And Tara in the front line, and he just gets destroyed.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's it for him. Super Minions do their work on the inhibitor turrets or the Nexus turrets, and now we are going to go to a game 3. That is a takedown of the Nexus at 25 minutes. Captain Jack dies in the end to rob them of their lights out performance, but what an impressive second professional game from Crash. Holy cow. Ended that game, and an Alistair avoiding death from turret dives in the early game might slow him down enough for this Longzhu team to take a win. We're going to get into the game very shortly, guys. Crash.
Madlife going for that.
Bubbling here. Seems a bit high in the sky with the flash. Just waiting to see if Frozen actually uses W to clear the wave, but he's not going to be silly and do that. They won't have an opportunity.
Scuttle Crash too strong.
There you go. Pull that. That'll make it weaker. And now they're just going to transition right to the Dragon. They know Ezreal's still scaling at the top side, just used his ultimate, so he's not even going to have any damage to put down onto this part of the map. And Flame sees an opportunity to recall, so easy Dragon here. No, he is overextended. They're going to try and intercept him. Madlife wants to get some wards in. Untara also there. He's been glued to Madlife's hip for this game. Now they're going to go to Captain Jack, but there's the TP. They force it out. Magical Journey. Untara is left high and dry. Flash for the headbutt on the other side, and you can't Magical Journey fast enough. Untara
Trying to go for a pick, instead got picked off. Going for the Flame Horizon, though I want to see that on Crash this time. Yeah.
That was exciting. Nice follow-up. Beautiful onto Frozen. Frozen is going to get out of... Oh, he gets the kill! Holy cow, he actually managed to pull that off even through the Tempered Fate from Madlife. Wow. The turnaround, epic. Oh! That was the only way it could end, really, at the end of the day. The brawl still continuing in the mid lane. Kramer with the heads-up play. Pure is going to ult. Does get stunned, but it's just not going to be enough damage to kill him through the... But when you're against a Nautilus, there's only so much you can do. Crash, Pure, and Frozen here. CJ has to be super careful about this. They don't know that Frozen's here. And they're going to go in. There's a TP. Bubbling caught all by himself, and Crash, combined with the burst from Flame and Frozen, just destroy them. Trying to slow him down with Iceborne, but Flame perfectly happy to tank that up as Captain Jack saw the collapse coming in from CJ. And now Captain Jack moved into mid lane clearing duties as CJ tries to take their first Dragon.
Looks like Frozen probably can't stop this, so it's the first Dragon for CJ.
Goodbye, Kramer. It's nice knowing you. Too easy from Frozen. Cleans him up. He had no mana. But the kills are over on the Frozen side, so pretty much gold leads player for player for Longzhu. And there we go. Kramer going to get trapped. Actually pops out with his arcane shift, has to turn around in order to eat that ultimate. Frozen dueling with Sky now, and there's the Q, just not enough damage. He can't go for it again, actually flash for that. Pure now very low, but Captain Jack trying to bust through the tank line in front. That'll be Alistair dead though. Frozen gonna come through, nice exhaust from Mad Life. That'll keep Untara alive. Now, right now, focusing on that objective. Recall from Flame, so he is setting up for a TP. He does have good pings coming in through the pink ward right now. Flame on the side, pops his W there. He's gonna come in against Kramer immediately, and Kramer actually lives through that thanks to the Tempered Fate onto the carries, crashing Captain Jack. They're gonna keep trying to move through this fight though, but Pure is already dead. What a great Tempered Fate from Mad Life. Here's the follow-up too. Actually, Mad Life gonna get knocked into the wall as soon as he comes to the Magical Journey, but it buys time to deal the damage. 2 for 1 in favor of CJ.
And they're going to be able to take this dragon.
A super good reaction against Flame's flank. They catch out Kramer, but the Tempered Fate onto the back line nullified the culling damage that Captain Jack had lined up.
What was that damage onto Flame and Frozen?
This is a guy, he was benched at the World Championship. You see them push down this turret at long last. They catch Crash. Crash gonna be knocked up right there. Does have the Maw though, and whoops. Took a huge amount of burst, and now Flame gonna come around from the side. He's looking for Sky. Actually does stop him from going through the Magical Journey. He's gonna follow up right now. Pure there with the re-engage. Sky getting low. Can they actually finish off this kill? Flame gonna pick up 1. Mad Life trying to slow them with the Cosmic Binding. Magical Journey doesn't have Cosmic Binding up. Flame gonna follow him. There is a cocoon at the other end of the tunnel. Captain Jack now here, but too much kiting potential with the help of that Iceborne Gauntlet. Yep. Just in that, Bob Malmorius is pretty good at saving your life, it turns out. Oh, chunky Captain Jack, that's a lot of damage from True Shot Barrage already. Crash comes in. No chance that they were actually gonna get a kill off of that. They're gonna invade. Captain Jack zooms out of harm's way. I mean, Poppy is full tank. No Iceborne Gauntlet. Uh-oh, Sky is caught out, and there you go, death for Sky, and that's the pick they needed. Crash comes through with the burst damage to finish it off. Untara now here, but so is Flame, and they're gonna pick off Crash on the side, but Flame still trying to catch off Bubbling. Captain Jack here wants to get the damage down. Pure is very low, and that's gonna be a double kill now for Ezreal, and this is the cleanup that we can see from this blue build Ezreal late in the game. He's so good at trying to get tough down, and there we go. Flash there forced from Captain Jack in the end, and a very favorable 3-for-1 trade. They managed to pull that off. Now CJ wants to do this Baron. It is going to be a bit slow. Tara there now. So there is a chance here for counterplay, but they're just unaware that this is actually happening. They're not going to be able to collapse the time. This goes over to CJ. Before the siege really begins, and this is a nightmare for Longzhu. They don't have the burst to track somebody down. They don't have a TP to get the necessary flank, and they have to TP to win a team fight.
This Nautilus has been very good at soaking up all the damage from Captain Jack.
Into the back, can he find a target? They know he's here now. Try and chase him out. Uh-oh! Bug splat. It's our favorite time where League of Legends breaks in the middle of a very tense moment. Is Flame dead? Is Flame alive? Who knows? Maybe CJ just lost. I don't know, he doesn't look very happy, he's yelling. Uh-oh, he took his head. Oh, he's dead. Well, we missed the ace, everybody. There actually was an ace in that game. We're taking a look at it right now, as you can see on your screen. We are looking at Untara's screen. He died, but everybody on the side of Longzhu Gaming went down, and that is going to wrap it up. It'll be a win, 2-1 for CJ Entus. They look a lot better this week. It was a tough loss in game number 2, but they bounced back and they play this top Nautilus. We've seen it a bunch from eMFire. They have yet to make it work, but man, the answers were there.
CJ made it work on the first game against Poppy, and they stuck to what worked and did bring them win in the end. So
CJ showing that they at least have one effective composition, and that is get everybody grouped together with an ultra line of tanks and just let